I've got a confession to make. For the first time in more than 15 months since I've started this channel, I experienced burnout. Upon embarking on the journey that will see me experience the watches Kevin Pedral has created over the span of 5 years, I rejoiced at the prospect of reviewing 6 groundbreaking designs, each with their minute particularities, yet tied together by the common thread of a one-of-a-kind dial. Yet, at the beginning of the 4th and last video dedicated to what surely is one of the most creative microbrand owners, I struggle to find the right brush to paint this epilogue. These are Pedral's Monument, Dream Chaser, and Rimmed. Instead of structuring it into chapters, I will approach this review holistically, as there are more elements connecting the 3 models than setting them apart. Starting with their cases, the main theme is carving the dials out from monoblocks of steel, whose Spartan finish gives the watches a sleek 50s industrial design appearance attuned to function rather than ornament. While the Monument's hulking frame might overpower a frail wrist, the sleek profile of the Rimmed and Dream Chaser shared case reminds me a lot of the world's most beautiful car, the Mercedes 300 SLR. I believe that out of Pedral's entire catalog, this is the case that complements the trademark dial the best and might actually be the most versatile. The Scorpion bracelet looks amazing, and it's actually very comfortable. On one condition: your wrist should be large enough to accommodate its considerable flaring out. On my 19cm wrist, the Rimmed does, as many others, fit perfectly. Same does the Monument, that, because of its larger footprint, is clearly not one for wrists under 7 inches in diameter. I believe that, despite the Monument bearing a certain resemblance to H. Moser's Streamliner, the integration of what Pedral calls the Scorpion bracelet is better on the Rimmed, as it complements and completes the flow of the case and its retrofuturistic theme. And that makes the decision to fit a classic Bits of Rice bracelet on the Dream Chaser puzzling, to say the least. Between the 2 models, I would absolutely go for the Rimmed. People that found the Okapi's GMT hand too short will rejoice seeing the Dream Chaser's indicator actually touching the 24-hour ring. Speaking of rings, I like to picture the Monument's guilloche center as a castle separated by a water-filled moat from the sunburst portion of the dial. Crossing the moat, the custom set of hands one can also find on the artifact is another motif linking these watches. That being said, I just fell in love with the Rimmed's dial. From proportions to color to finish, this is my favorite Pedral dial, as looking at it I feel some sort of nostalgia that I can't explain. One of the things I enjoy missing on Pedral dials is an abundance of text. The Swedes keep it minimal, with only the GMT versions getting some printing under the pinion. What I don't enjoy missing are the fabulous colors of the Okapi and Artifact ranges. Granted, as previously stated, the Rimmed's silver sunburst is amazing, but neither the Dream Chaser nor the Monument inspire me too much, and for what is produced by Pedral, this is totally unexpected. I'm sorry, but I cannot continue. As I'm saying goodbye to these little gems of creativity, I cannot stop but contemplate the hypocrisy of a large part of the watch enthusiast community. On one hand, they are quick to express their unhappiness at a perceived lack of originality displayed by some of the microbrands out there. On the other hand, when confronted with a truly original design, they're quick to ridicule it, only to then go and buy the latest Pagani design clone shoved down their throats by shills posing as respectable reviewers. So my greatest appreciation goes to you, those that have an eye for greatness and the courage to back a courageous creator. The Pedral Artifact Kickstarter campaign has lost its momentum and it might not reach its goal. This is what makes reviewing these watches so hard, the nagging feeling that it may well be for nothing, the realization that these samples of the creativity everybody claimed they're looking for might just end up being enjoyed by a handful of people in their creator's circle of friends. I believe Kevin Pedral is now angry at my attitude. I believe he sees this video as me throwing the towel on him in the middle of the fight he's fighting with all his strength. I believe he might think I'm losing faith. I have tried my best to give every watch that I reviewed a fair assessment of its strengths and weaknesses. My loyalty stands with the members of this community I'm so proud of coalescing. To you, I owe the credibility that drives more and more microbrands to send me watches to review, so my duty is to give you a cold take on whether something is worth your money or not. I did that with the Artifact and to a somewhat lesser extent with the Okapi. I did it and I can assure you I will keep on doing it. Truth is, I can't do it on this video. I have become so invested in Pedral's mission that all I can do now is to plead his case. As I insist on experiencing the watches I review, I hardly get to wear the ones in my collection. Like many of you, I don't really need to buy another watch, yet I backed 2 Kickstarter campaigns this year. I backed the Ubik watch because I wanted to make a statement about my trust on Kickstarter amidst what amounted at the time to be a wave of skepticism fueled by virtue signaling hacks. I backed the Artifact because it's a great watch for a very good price and because I want Pedral to succeed, paving the way for future releases. So, before spending $400 on yet another diver, before spending $400 on the 14th Seiko in your collection, think about spending that money on a well-spec'd, well-built, outrageously original watch. You can watch my unbiased Artifact review here. Thank you for watching.